Hi, Dr. Sunderam, the first India's relationship mentor, helping the youth of the country, help them navigate the mind map of the spouse, mind map of the boss, mind map of the kids, inbound mind map of the kids. You can see my work in 300 YouTube videos. Okay. There's a question from a client that why the misunderstanding between husband and wife, particularly the pre-marriage or the marriage stage within a period of 1 week to 2 weeks. A client has come to me and she was asking me this. So friends, we have to understand the role model of your parents are different from the role models which you're seeing now. The role model of parenting, if you take as a grandparent, is different. The role model of your parent is different. Role model of you is different. Role of your children is going to be entirely different. So I asked in my seminar, how many of you have got good communication skills? Every hand goes up. I tell my young couples in my seminar that how many of you are having better communication skills when come to your parents? All hand goes up. Better communication skills is because of better knowledge and better practice. Okay. Then I tell you that communication is equal to success, then why marriage is not as successful as the earlier generation, your parents or grandparents. Hand goes down. So friend, the answer is very simple. The communication of your style, which is mostly role based. What is the role? In an organization, there is a role. A manager is a role. A subordinate is a role. Okay, a worker is a role. So worker is not a role. Manager or a subordinate is a role. So these communication skills are taught to you to fit into the role. Role of a boss, role of a manager, role of a lead, team leader, team follower. So this role-based communication is very useful for transforming the roles. But in house, you are looking for a soulmate relationship. Here you are looking for a role mate relationship, because once you resign the job, you go to a different organization, there a different role. So the role-based model of communication, the Android generation and the internet generation is excellent. The role-based communication skills and not the soul-based communication skill. This is based on sympathy. This is based on empathy. What is communication? If you look at my angle, if you come to my seminars, you will come to know, whether you come to a mentoring lab or whether you come to my seminars, you will come to know that the communication skills which the Android generation possesses, or we would say the smart generation presents, is entirely different. It is based on only the sympathetic role, not on the empathetic role. Okay. The rule was very clear during a parent days or grandparent days. Father used to earn, mother used to maintain the house. Very simple, clear is very simple. But now what has happened? The woman who was managing the house is going and taking the role of a husband, a man's role. How many men are taking women's role? Cooking, okay, getting vegetables, bearing children. I'm asking a silly question here, but it is the truth. So please understand, until unless you appreciate each other's roles empathetically, you will not have good communication skills. So please understand, today's male is having three harmonic roles, and woman is having three harmonic roles. Hormone means hormones, the secretion of hormones, the 9 hormones. They've got different hormones. Where emotion got a hormone. So the male has got a male hormone, a female hormone, and a confused hormone. Because of the role-based communication. She lost the soul-based communication of her parents. Similarly, the other partner is having the male role, female role, and a confused role. MFC. So the woman, what she says, she is stressing more and more her male role. She is going to change, she is going to, she is earning like a husband, She would like to help her parents. She would like to give the salary to the parents. All the male roles she wants to do. That is where when the society doesn't happen, she gets stressed. She gets stressed because she is not only taking the female role, she is taking the male role, which is against her natural wishes. Until under the support of the other partner, this will not happen. You take at this one. What is happening? Man is reluctant to take female role. He wants his wife is to earn, but the kitchen wife has become an earning wife. Earning husband, has he become a kitchen husband? No. When his male side is threatened, but I will not give money to your parents, when the wife says, okay, my father already put money in dowry, so my earning, half of the earning will go to my parents because my parent doesn't have a boy. I am the male boy and the girl. She is right. But the male is ready to accept this because his male hormones are getting threatened. Here her female hormones are getting suppressed and she is trying to bring a male hormone. So he doesn't want to become a female hormone and therefore the conflict comes. Because it's a threat of hormones. Because you want to accept a new role, but you're not prepared for the role. As long as one and other doesn't accept the roles, this communication gap will be there. This is between your mother role, your father role, and your confused role. And here mother role, father role, and confused roles. A client came to me, he is an engineer, and the lady is also working. It's very clear, 24/7 he is an engineer. He is a safety engineer. 24/7 is a safety engineer. Everything he has got a precaution, he has got a checklist. He will tell his wife, 8 o'clock you call your daughter. Not my daughter, your daughter. She's playing between 6 to 7, make a checklist, and every 15 minutes keep calling her, how are you? Where are you? Are in the playground? What is happening? He says the safety rules, sir. Safety rules for form. Safety rules are made for the organization, not for your child. Your child is an emotional child. She is not working engineer, please understand. And if you start checking every 15 minutes, start checking your daughter, what will see? She will see my parent doesn't trust me. Therefore, what she does? She finds a trustable partner. Slowly moves away from the mother and from the father and finds a trustable mother, trustable father, trustable brother. Initially the friendship starts like that. Then it becomes a love affair. So the question is how long you are your professional. Just because you are professionally successful doesn't mean you are a family successful father or family successful child. Similarly, just because you are good in chartered accountancy or good in your profession doesn't mean you are good in the emotional side of your family. Family is run with emotions. Business is run with systems. You want to apply the law of machines to law of man, that is where the stress starts. So friends, please understand, don't operate the wrong buttons. And how do I not operate wrong buttons? We have got a mentoring soul where I take all my clients. You can see in my YouTube, I take my client and my wife together. I give a 6 months coaching. It's called a coaching lab, pottery lab, where the potter makes the pot very slowly, clearly. Porcelain pot, earthen pot, metal pots, where remelting, the neuron remelting takes place, applying the law of neuroplasticity. Then slowly, every week there is a homework. You go apply my technique in your family, with your mother-in-law, find out your mother-in-law is normal, then come back. When you may call yourself expert, you call expert when you are solving somebody's problem. I will see you that you solve somebody's problem and become an expert in that. Okay, if you are interested in my mentoring lab, please go to my free webinar, go down, join the webinar, or you can contact email, all details are below. So please understand the communication roles are different of this century. Android generation communication skills are different. They are not fully alive. They are not fully aligned. Male, female in confusion. Male, female in confusion. Unless the MFC confusion is clearly aligned, you cannot have a happy relationship. I know a lot of couples, I know a guy who is working in Amway, still is my friend, and both of them go for getting the business done. And when in night he comes, he prepares upma, he prepares the dress for his wife for next day, he prepares his own dress. There are people who accepted the female role. female hormone. You are accepting the role because you are giving an sort of transformation of the hormones. Otherwise, the cortisol level will go high, and then you get suppressed, and every day you get a lot of, you go on piling a lot of negative hunting memories which doesn't allow you to go forward, not you go backward. Every time you feel that I'm not more than what my potential is. I put 10 years of service, I would have been there. I put in 5 years of service in business, I should have earned so much. I'm not able to do, I do not know why I'm not able to do. You're stuck up. So stuck up youth. If you want to know your navigational map, you want to know your boss navigational map, if you're a young mother, if you want to know the navigation of your children, talents, if you're a married guy and like to know the navigational map of your spouse, please welcome for the mentoring lab or the free webinar. Thank you so much. You asked any questions, how much you agree with me, how many of you got a view, they can ask questions, go down and ask your questions. Thank you so much.